Japan is a fascinating and diverse country that offers a unique experience for every traveler. Whether you are interested in its ancient history, modern technology, or vibrant culture, Japan has something for you. However, before you pack your bags and hop on a plane, there are some things you should know before you travel to Japan. Japan has its customs, etiquette, and rules that may be different from what you are used to. Knowing these things in advance can help you avoid any awkward or embarrassing situations and make your trip more enjoyable and memorable. In this video, we will share with you some of the most important things to know before you travel to Japan. You will be ready to explore Japan like a pro. 1. Learn some basic words. English may not be useful and communication can be difficult as it is not commonly used, especially in rural areas. In addition, most restaurants or vending machines do not provide English menus. Therefore, if you have the opportunity to visit the land of the rising sun, you should learn some basic phrases as well as notes when communicating, such as: keep your palm open when pointing at something because pointing in Japan is considered rude. Gomen nasai, I'm sorry, sumimasen, excuse me, toar, toilet, machikari, take away, tenai de, I'm eating here. Say onegai shimasu when you need that person's help. To say thank you, you can say arigatou gozaimasu. 2. When you come to Japan, don't forget to bow. When traveling to Japan, you need to know the cultures of this place so that you can have an easy trip and not offend the local people. A beautiful feature as well as a principle is the final greeting. In Japan, people often bow when meeting each other to show respect for the other person. So when you meet and interact with Japanese people, don't forget to bow. This helps you gain a lot of love from the locals, making your trip to Japan much more enjoyable and easier. 3. Always carry your passport with you. Many people choose to leave their passports in a safe at their hotel or hostel when exploring a new city. While this is often the safer decision, in Japan the law requires foreign tourists to carry their passports at all times. This is required by the Japanese authorities, who have the right to stop you and ask for this identification. Besides that, the benefit of carrying a passport is that when you shop in stores in Japan and spend over 5,000 yen, you will be able to claim a tax refund. You then need to present your passport when paying to verify and record it. 4. Learn how to use the bidet toilet. In Japan, electronic toilets are very popular with the cleaning function at the push of a button. Although there are some language barriers, using this toilet is relatively simple. In addition, some features of Japanese restrooms can also confuse visitors. For example, sound machines activated by motion sensors in women's restrooms help to hide sensitive noises. The restrooms also often lack towels and do not have hand dryers, so you need to proactively prepare. 5. No-tip culture. Japanese people are extremely respectful of the work they do, indeed, that includes girls working in the night entertainment industry, and almost absolutely do not accept the culture of tips. Therefore, you should not show generosity in restaurants, hotels, etc. because it may hurt their employees. 6. Don't eat while walking. In Japan, one of the subtle things that everyone should know is not to eat while walking. This is considered rude due to the belief that doing another activity while eating means you don't appreciate or don't want to enjoy the food. Therefore, when buying food at the market or roadside store, remember to sit on a bench or wait until you are standing still before starting to enjoy. 7. How to dine. In Japan, eating is always an art and the chef is a true artist. Not only does the chef cook the dishes but he also puts his heart and soul into the dishes. Often before eating, Japanese people put their hands on their chest and say, "Itadakimasu," which means receive and thank someone for the meal. After finishing eating, say "Gakisasama" as a thank you to the person who made that good dish for you. 8. Buy a SIM with high data capacity. Addresses in Japan are notoriously difficult to navigate, even for locals. Therefore, you should buy SIM cards with high data capacity to use for positioning during travel. Buying a SIM in Japan is not simple. Phone SIMs in Japan are encrypted for certain networks. In addition, to buy a phone SIM in Japan, buyers have to go through very complicated procedures, so the best way is to buy a SIM at a reputable dealer and ask them to help activate the SIM when you pick it up. The cost of a Japanese SIM is about $20. Alongside, free Wi-Fi in Japan is like a scarce commodity. At most, you can only use free Wi-Fi in restaurants or hotels. Otherwise, you can rent a pocket Wi-Fi router to enjoy unlimited internet access and always stay connected. 9. Always keep to the left when traveling to Japan. Japan is one of the few Asian countries that drives on the left. You should pay attention to this when moving here. In Tokyo, one of the most populous cities in the world, the special thing is that traffic jams never occur because people here are extremely conscious. Particularly for escalators in Japan, you will stand on the left and walk on the right. You need to keep this in mind so you don't experience inconvenience during your move. 10. Unlimited travel by rail in Japan, why not? Japan has a great treat for tourists called the Japan Rail Pass, and it's only available to foreign tourists traveling in Japan. Here, high-speed train tickets are sometimes more expensive than plane tickets. Therefore, this is truly an extremely attractive offer for tourists. The Japan Rail Pass has several different types of tickets depending on how long you stay in Japan. You can choose to buy 7 days, 14 days, or 21 days. If you're just staying in Tokyo, the Japan Rail Pass will probably be quite a waste, but if you're visiting nearby cities like Kyoto or Osaka, using the Japan Rail Pass will be essential and can save you a ton of money. That's a decent amount. If this video brought value to you, please give this video a thumbs up, share with other caregivers, and subscribe for more such videos.